Why on earth do people procrastinate so much? I mean, we know that we should be doing something, and this is the worst part. We know we should be doing something. We know the benefit of it. We know why we know if we don't do it, it's going to just jack us all up. But still, we don't do it. Why is that? And it freaking sucks when you're at that point where it's one thing to procrastinate because you don't know what to do. It's another to procrastinate when you know what to do, you know the benefits of it, but you still just don't feel like doing it. So why do we procrastinate so much? The first reason why people procrastinate so much, and this is the main reason, is because they're not as clear as they think they should be. Most people who aren't clear, they don't take action because they obviously don't know what actions to take. So when you're unclear, that's what allows you to be in this mode of procrastination. You're like, oh, should I make a video for my business? Should I do this or that? And you're not really clear. So you haven't made a commitment. You haven't made that decision to where you say, this is what I'm going to do because I know this is going to get this thing for me. So the first step is you got to make sure you're really clear. And we often procrastinate because we associate so much pain to this action, this activity. It's like if you know that you got to call someone up or you got to send an email, you're building a business, you're prospecting, you got to send some emails, you got to call people up. You're like, oh man, I don't feel like doing that. Like, I'd rather sip on some Kool-Aid, some ice cream, watch some Netflix, and you're associating so much pain to this action that you just don't do it. So you got to kind of turn it around. And the pain is often associated with uncertainty because you're not certain where this is going. And once you can control uncertainty, and once you understand what really happens with uncertainty, because what really happens is that extremely successful people aren't successful because they absolutely positively knew everything that was going to happen. They're successful because they overcame uncertainty. They were like, okay, I can see 2-3 moves ahead, but they can't really see 5 years ahead. So they're like, I have no idea what's going to happen. Let me just do it anyways. It's similar to that quote about courage where it says something like, courage isn't the absence of fear, but doing it anyways, or something like that. So you want to think in terms of uncertainty as you're gonna feel uncertain, but you gotta get to a point where you don't care. You're like, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's do it anyways and see what happens. And then we often procrastinate because there's a lack of belief in yourself. So if you truly do not believe that you can accomplish this thing, then you won't do it. You got to reach a level of belief that is unreasonable. You got to reach a level of belief where when you say things, people say, this dude's crazy. And you want to reach this level of unreasonable belief to a point where it's going to force you to take action. If someone says, if you've never played a game of chess in your life and someone says, can you be a chess grandmaster? And you say, well, give me a year and I'll figure out how to do it. You should have such a belief that you truly believe you could beat a chess grandmaster if you have 1 year to practice. And that's the level of belief that's going to help you overcome procrastination, to where you say, okay, I truly believe that by doing this thing, I'm going to get this thing. So you want to have this unreasonable level of belief to overcome procrastination. And it really also comes down, your environment is such a huge thing when it comes down to procrastination. So you got to get rid of everything that doesn't help you out. And that's people, your environment, everything that doesn't help you out. And you just got to get focused. You got to get clear on what it is you want to do. You got to make sure that you got to understand that the whole pain that's going on, you associate all this pain with this specific activity that you know you should be doing. And often what we find is when we actually do it, it's kind of like, oh, why did I play it up so much in my head? It's like when people want to go to the gym, they're like, I don't feel like going to the gym. And we procrastinate all the time. And then when you're at the gym, it's not as bad. But getting yourself to go, that's where all the sucky part happens. And eventually you'll realize, like, okay, let me just do this anyways. Let me just get there and just go ahead and do it. And then when it comes to that, combined with this whole insane level of belief that you have in yourself, then you'll stop procrastinating. You'll just get focused and be like, let's get this done.